Hi, welcome to the Success Booster TV channel. I have a question for you. What's your number one question when it comes to having only one source of income? Why do you think that we should never have only one source of income to make a living? Please let me know your answers in the comments below. Now, one of the reasons that we shouldn't rely on only one source of income is this. If we suddenly lose our main source of income, or if the company we work for goes bankrupt, then we tend to struggle to feed our family, pay our bills, mortgages, and so on. So why is this? Why do most people struggle to make ends meet? I believe that one of the reasons why this happens is because most people are spenders and never learn the importance of saving. Actually, I think that we are living in a spender economy. People just know how to spend, but they never learn how to save money. And obviously, they will never also know how to create a second source of income or even multiple sources of income. So in this video, I want to talk about how to create a second source of income, or even better, how to create multiple sources of income so you can protect your family and yourself. So this is the reason I believe that most people will struggle to make ends meet, because they always learn how to spend money and never learn how to save money. So according to statistics in the UK, more than half of the population can't make ends meet. More than 2/3 of workers aged 16 to 25 years old runs out of money before paydays and have to borrow money from payday loans companies which charge very high interest rates. A study conducted by the Yorkshire Building Society Bank in UK estimates that 7.5 million working people don't save money, and 2 in 5 of those people interviewed said that they were worried about their finances. So what can you do to protect yourself and your family in case you lose your main source of income? What can you do to protect yourself and your family if you always spend more than you earn? What can you do to protect yourself and your family to avoid this happening to you? The first thing to do, I believe, is to stop spending more than you earn. You need to have a strategy. Put a strategy in place to help you to know how to spend less and save a bit more. So this, anyway, I'm going to be talking about this in this video, so don't worry. Let's go on. So the first thing is to stop spending more than you earn. The second thing you can do is to start saving, even if it's a small part of your income. Even if it's 1% of your income, it doesn't matter. What is important is to start the habit of saving. It's not about the quantity. It's about, in the beginning, it's about getting into the habit of saving a bit of your income. Even if it's £1 a week, it doesn't matter. So this is the second thing you can do, is to start saving, even if it's a small part of your income. Then the third thing you can do is to create a second source of income as soon as possible. Yes, by creating a second source of income, you can protect yourself and your family in case you lose your main source of income. As you know, most people, they only have one source of income. But the problem is, if they lose this main source of income, or if they become ill, or the company becomes bankrupt, they will definitely have problems to put food on the table. But when you have a second source of income, at least you have a backup plan to protect yourself and your family. So the third thing you can do is to create a second source of income. Again, this is very, very important to create a second source of income. And I'm very happy to help you to do this. Then your next step is to create multiple sources of income. So let's recap the 4 steps that you can take right now to take control of your finances. So as you may recall, the step number 1 is to stop spending more than you earn. The key is to stop spending on liabilities or things you don't really need. Okay, we tend to spend a lot of money on liabilities, on things that really don't matter. We have to spend on the things that are really important, things that will make our lives easier and improve the quality of our lives, instead of spending money on liabilities. So this is the first step. Stop spending more than you earn. Okay. Then step number 2 is to start saving at least a small percentage of your income, even if it's 1%. So most people, they always say things like, I can't save money. I said, well, what about saving £1 a month or £1 a week? Because in the beginning of this saving process, it's not about how much money you save, it's about the habit of saving. Again, if you have problems to save money, I'm very happy to help you to do so. So this is step number 2. Start saving at least a small percentage of your income, even if it's a small percentage of it. Then step number 3 is to create a second source of income as soon as possible. Now, most people, as we've been talking about in this video, they are spenders. What they learn their whole life is to spend, and never learn how to save at least a small percentage of their income. So if you don't know how to save money, if you always spend your money, so what do you think is going to happen if you lose your main source of income? I think that is a good question you should ask yourself. And to be honest, I had the same problem. I used to spend a lot of my money. I didn't used to save money, but I learned my lesson the hard way. Actually, I had 2 jobs. I lost one of the jobs, so I had a big problems to keep up my bills and, put food on the table. So even though I had 2 jobs, I had problems. Imagine if you only have 1 job and you lose this job. So what can you do? So make sure you create a second source of income as soon as possible. Again, if you have any problem to create this second source of income, please let me know. I will be very happy to teach you how to do so. And step number 4 is what I say is about creating multiple sources of income. When I talk about creating multiple sources of income, I talk about passive income and also recurring income. This is something that I can talk more about. I'm going to be talking about more about these types of income inside my channel. But remember, there is another type of income, which is active income, which is the income we get when we have a job. So most people, they only have 1 source of income, which is called active income. But we also need to create passive income and also recurring income. If you'd like to learn more about these types of income, please leave me a comment below this video. But I will definitely be creating a video to show you how to do this. Again, let's do a quick recap. There is only 4 steps you can take to protect yourself and your family in case you lose your main source of income. Actually, what you want is to prevent this happen. You don't want to be creating like a second source of income or learn how to save more or spend less after you lose your main source of income. What you want to do is to start this process right now. Start saving right now, not when you're about to lose your job. Even if you lose your job right now, at least if you start implementing this process, and actually I can help you to accelerate this process, I truly believe that you can protect yourself and your family in case you lose your main source of income. So let's recap again. So how can you protect yourself and your family in case you lose your main source of income? The first step, as you may recall, is to spend less than you earn, right? Only spend on the things that really are important to you and your family. Then step number 2 is to start saving a bit of your income, even if it's a small percentage of it. Even if it's 1%, it doesn't matter. It's not about the quantity, but it's about the habit of saving, right? And then step number 3 is about creating a second source of income. Again, a second source of income is how you can protect your family. Because when you have a second source of income, which means if you lose the main source of income, you have another source of income that will help you to, at least for a couple of months, to, pay some debts and bills, and also put some food on the table. Once you create like a second source of income, you can scale this process by creating multiple sources of income, which is passive income, recurring income. Even if you also want to create other sorts of active income, why not? Now let's talk about some types of income you can create. So before we do that, let me ask you this question. Are you concerned about not knowing how to implement what you learn here to protect yourself in case you lose your main source of income? If that is the case, please leave me a comment below this video, and I'll be very happy to help you to how to implement what you learn here to protect yourself and your family. Okay? If you'd like to learn more about how to make more money, how to keep more of it, and also how to grow your money fast, I would highly recommend you to get a copy of my new book, Success Booster, which teaches you about concepts of debt, how to make more money, how to make more, how to keep more, and also how to grow your money fast. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a free 45 minutes multiple source of income coaching session with me to help you implement what you learn here. So here's how you can get my new book. Go to the description below this video and click in the link to learn more about this book. I definitely guarantee you that if you get this new book and start implementing tools, the concepts and strategy inside this book, you're going to definitely learn how to make more money, how to keep more money, and also how to grow it fast. This book is only £5.97. And once you get this book, again, you can get a free coaching session that I call multiple source of income coaching session. In this coaching section, I'm going to be talking about 3 ways you can make more money, which are you can make more money or more income from coaching and consulting. You can get more money or income from promoting other people's products. For example, if you'd like to promote my products, my books, and get some commission, actually, just leave me a comment below if you are interested in promoting my products and get a percentage of the commission. And also you can get income from creating digital products. For example, books, seminars, podcasts, and online products. Again, if you need help to create one of these type of income, please leave me a comment below and I will get in touch and I will help you. You can implement these methods to make more money, keep more money, and also grow your money. Now, if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel to learn more about how you can make more money. Make sure you click the like button below. And please don't forget to share this video with your friends or people you know who are really interested in learning how to make more money, how to keep more of it, and also how to grow the money fast. Thank you for watching this video. It was a pleasure having you. I wish you all the best. I wish you more happiness, more health, and more wealth. Okay, see you next time. Bye.